everybody, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Akan, and on my channel I document my experiences living in Accra, Ghana, and traveling the beautiful continent of Africa. So since I've been here, I've been fortunate enough to reconnect with my cousins and my family and really get to experience a lot of the rich culture that Ghana has to offer. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys to a naming ceremony. So this is a tradition that happens when a new baby is born. So I'm fortunate enough to have my cousin have a baby, and I'm so excited. It's the first cousin that's had a baby. So we are really looking forward to, you know, teaching the baby everything about our family. I can't wait to get him into basketball and sports and just horse riding and everything you can imagine. So it's been a really fun time. So a traditional naming ceremony, it typically happens 8 days after the baby is born, and that's when the parents bring the baby outdoors and they give the baby a day name. So what happens is my cousin called me. He said, okay, I'm gonna be getting my tailor to bring you an outfit. I'm like, okay. So I had to send him my measurements, and then he delivered this beautiful white outfit for my brother and I. So we got these custom outfits. Everyone wears white for the naming ceremony. And that was just really cool. It just felt like very like a unified family because we're all wearing the same thing. Anyway, so we went to the naming ceremony. This is at the family home, and then there are, you know, tables and chairs, music, food, drinks, everything you can imagine. So this is a huge celebration to bring the baby out to be named. So in Ghana, children are considered a gift of God, and so it's important to celebrate the baby and to give the baby a name and make sure everyone is in attendance for that naming ceremony. So it's the father that has a responsibility to give the name, but on the day of the ceremony, it's the elders on the father's side who actually support and help with the process. So this is just so cool. I remember my outdooring. So we had one, 30 years ago in Canada, and I remember everyone was wearing white. I still have some photos, which I'm gonna try and share. And it was just, when I look back at the photos, I didn't really understand what it was. And now that I went to see my own naming ceremony from my cousin, it's like, wow, this is what the tradition was. And I'm really grateful for my dad for continuing that tradition on, and my mom for being open and, supporting the tradition as well. So I remember I had this white thing on my head because I didn't have any hair, and then everyone was wearing these beautiful white outfits. Anyway, back to the naming ceremony. So we headed to my cousin's house to see the ceremony. As you guys can see, there's so many people here. Everyone is dressed up in white. Everyone looks amazing. Everyone has smiles on their face, and it's just a fun day of celebration. The naming ceremony, because children are considered a gift of God, it's a huge celebration and it's a blessing, and everyone is just there to support. So all immediate family, all friends. And you know what, I was just thinking, it's so nice in Ghanaian culture, there are so many things that bring people together. So a naming ceremony, birthday parties, there's just so many celebrations, and I feel like sometimes we don't have, I guess a baby shower would be something similar in Canada, but it's just not as cool as this. So we went to the naming ceremony. This was a really cool experience. I'm eating some fufu, as you can see, and just enjoying the time. My brother also hasn't been to one in Ghana either, so this was a really good experience for him. As you can see, my cousin's wife is looking beautiful, and everyone is just looking top-notch. I must say, Ghanaians go all out for events. So unfortunately, I was also a little bit late, so something to note is that naming ceremonies start on time. You know what, living in Ghana, every day I ask myself, is this the real time, or is this the time that they say so that you can come 2 hours later and the same thing is happening? So it's actually been a challenging thing to navigate, because I'm in Canada I'm always on time, just because you know, the time is the time. You can't really be late or else you miss whatever it is. I know this because I almost missed my friend's wedding last year, so like the actual part, so you need to be on time. Anyway, so for this ceremony, we left the house when we were supposed to be there, so we got there like an hour late, and we actually missed the actual naming ceremony. Oh, so bad. But we were there for the celebration, we saw the baby, we did all the things, so I think it was fine. My cousin has forgiven me. But anyway, it was still a really, really cool experience, and I have some pictures to show of the baby. So the baby's actually named after my dad, which is so beautiful. And we are just so excited to have him as part of the family. And this was a really, as I mentioned, I keep saying it was so cool because honestly I've never been to one, and I just love being able to go and celebrate Ghanaian culture. So we had, all in all, we had a really good day, celebration, fun, saw extended family, and then we went back to our crowd. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions about naming ceremonies or other traditions in Ghana that you'd like me to chat about, learn about, research, and let you guys know, I am here to do it all. There are a lot coming your way, and I'm going to start a series about these cultural traditions because I just think they're so rich and beautiful. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Later! Okay guys, so that was the naming ceremony for my cousin's baby. I am so grateful I was able to go. It was such a nice ceremony with friends and family. Anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Please let me know what you'd like to see next, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care.